All this work that we're doing, brothers, for this ministry, eventually is gonna pay off. You better believe it, man. It's gonna pay off like you'll never believe, okay? And by the way, we're the highest value male on this planet. The men of the Lord, the men of this truth, the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the highest value male there is.
I've been in prison with some of the most meanest, toughest, ruthless people, bro. Killers. And they all say the same thing. This shit is whack. This ain't it, man. Young blood, get your life together, man. But when you on the street, you hearing the music, yo, drill this, kill this. You hearing all this bullshit. And those people haven't stood up in front of a judge and got sentenced and had to stand on that. They haven't went through that process yet.
Right.
They've been catching W's. They've been spinning blocks and whatever. But when they catch up to them and they sitting in the courtroom like I had to, and you look over your shoulder and none of the homies is there. None. Like nobody. None of them bitches. None of them hoes you fucking on. None of that.
The label, nobody.
It's either your mother or your grandmother crying, looking at you like sad, and you feel fucked up because you know you let them down. And then when they sentence you, they sentence you. And that shit hit your chest like a fucking truck. I've been in prison with some of the most meanest, tough.
Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing His word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And what I want to get into, this morning, real quick, as you heard Jake, speak about, their process, of being sentenced, all right, which, being sentenced, going to prison, is a result of the culture, all right, that our people, has made popular, okay, street culture. That's one of the most dominant cultures amongst our people is that street culture, which comes with horrific consequences, which causes a lot of confusion, chaos, dysfunction, okay? And a lot of our people, like Jake was saying, when you're in the free world and you're hearing all this music, okay, the women, okay, they're into street niggas, the community is hyping, the community glorifies street niggas, the community even glorify prison niggas, so they glorify, a culture, all right, that's extremely counterproductive, okay, produces death, Jake doing these prison bids, taking so much time away from their life when they could have been adding value to themselves as a man, okay, as men, okay, and it's extremely counterproductive culture, and he says, when you're sentenced, it's just you, okay, all them niggas that was hyping you up, okay, gassing you up, all right, cheerleading you to do, all right, dumb things, okay, all the women, okay, that were cheerleading, okay, hyping you up, okay, none of them are there. They're all right, doing the same thing that you was doing that got you there. They're out doing it, okay. Now when you go to the book of Baruch chapter 3 verse 9, it says, "Hear Israel, the commandments of life." Okay, hear the commandments of life. And when you go into the scriptures and you really go into the law, it was all about life. Everything about the law was about life and being productive. Okay, as a man and as a woman, it was about being productive, being within a purpose. Okay, even what they call the grape, even the grape protocol. All right, that was pro family. Okay, if your brother died and he didn't leave heir to his inheritance, you have to do the duty of the brother, you know, and through his wife, all right, that he left behind, you know, his brother will raise up seed, okay, so his brother will have an heir. Everything was all about life, inheritance, passing down to the next generation. You know, everything that was done with the next generation in mind. Okay, and generations to come. But this society, all right, this culture that our people love, street culture, is a culture that teaches our people to destroy themselves, man. Okay, this is a culture that literally teaches our people to destroy themselves, man. Okay, teaches women that is cool, you know, to abort children. You know, plenty songs playing being Hennessy, the woman, you know, in the clinic, okay, finna, all right, end the baby, you know, twerking, okay. Rapping about how, you know, she's not finna have, you know, this nigga baby. You know, it's a culture of pure death, man. You know, and it's becoming more satanic. All right? But you read back in Baruch 3:9 says, "Hear Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom. How happeneth, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land, and that thou art waxing old in a strange country, and thou art defiled with the dead." Okay, because as our people, all right, as in this captivity, we've been mingled amongst the heathen. Okay, mainly Esau, Edom. You see, we've become, you know, defiled with the dead, man. The spiritual dead, which are these heathens, man. You know, we as Israelites, man, we had a very lively, you know, and productive culture, man. You see. But amongst these heathens, you know, our people, you know, have fallen further and further away from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And one thing about it, as you read verse 11, it says, "Thou that are counted with them, they go down into the grave." Okay, because why? It's death. It's a death culture. You have women, you know, single women who go their whole life, not even one children. Just that mindset. You know, because, you know, we ain't in time to just, you know, be fruitful and multiply. Okay? But that mindset that you have some women in, that they just want to live and go on cruises and trips and, you know, post pictures, like that's their purpose. Like, it's so vain. This is all rooted in death. You know? It's all rooted in death. It's all rooted in self-worship. You know, and our people have been, you know, bamboozled to think that this is a life of glory. Okay, it said, "Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom," and this is the instruction of the scriptures. You know, and one thing about this truth, we learn that this, you know, the standard of righteousness of the Bible, even the things that we can't keep, we understand we're understanding more and more why the Lord had particular laws and what it prevented. Okay, and the further our people get from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the more chaotic, the less peace they have. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that. I believe this. Okay, say in Baruch over here. Let's get that. In the book of Isaiah. All right, that the further, you know, that we are separated from our power, okay, the more chaos our people have been in. Now, this Isaiah 59:7 says, "Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths." Okay? You read in NLT says their feet run to do evil, they rush to commit murder. Okay, you have a culture called drill culture. You know, what a genre of music, you know, here it is. Yo, nigga have 17 songs talking about how he's gonna kill another Jake. You know? That's the whole genre of the other, you know, is how he's gonna kill another Jake. What he'll do to another Jake. Okay? You see? And Jake feet is quickly to run and do that argument, you know, an argument at the gas station lead to a shootout. A post on Twitter lead to a shootout. Okay? You know, over the woman, shootout. Okay? Jake die and go to prison for the dumbest things, man, for the simplest, for the slightest things, man. Okay? It said they think only about sinning. Misery and destruction always follows them. Okay? So that culture brings about the misery and suffering of our people, man. Okay? Because even, you know, even when post-slavery, and we didn't have a lot as a people, man, we had community, man. Okay? But like I say, from the 60s on up, you know, these enchantments, okay, from the feminists to the drugs to the street culture, okay, to now the drill culture, there has been that has produced what? Misery, chaos, dysfunction, disorder, disorderly children. Okay? Verse 8 it says, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Okay? It's an extremely chaotic culture, man. Okay? It's an extremely culture of dysfunction, man. And whoever goes down that path shall not know peace, man. Okay? And this is what we're realizing, man. You know, that our people that choose this path, that go this way, they don't know peace. There's always some type of drama, always some type of conflict. And our people, you know, they just exist in these toxic environments, man. You know, and they call it normal. You see? But you go back to Baruch. It's the way of Baruch chapter 3 verse 12. It says, thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. For if thou hadst walked in the way of the Most High, thou shouldest have dwelt in peace forever, man. And see, that's something we're learning. Like, being in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, walking in righteousness, man, to the best of our ability, through faith in Yahweh Shah, you know, there's a peace, okay, that's beyond this world, man. You know, it produces peace when we're not caught up in all the madness, okay? We're not caught up in the soap opera and the petty drama, okay? The dysfunction, you know? When you don't have all this and that going on, man, like the ratchet, you know, baby mamas and, you know, the street nigga baby daddies that, okay, he done made another street nigga, so you dealing with a part 2 of this nigga, man. You know? Like, it's you know, and everybody, you know, has come from different situations. And then it's all for our learning, okay? If we're a part, you know, of the elect, you know, we all come from, you know, different situations and different choices, okay? Which was necessary for our walk, okay? But just putting it out there, man, it's just a peace. It's just an extremely peaceful life when you don't have to deal with none of that madness, man. Extremely peaceful life, man. Okay? And it says, thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom, for if thou wouldest walked in the way of the Most High, thou shouldst have dwelt in peace forever, man. Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is length of days and life, and where is the light of the eyes and peace. Okay? And that's why Yahweh Shai is known as peace, man. That's why this reset is needed. You know, Yahweh Shai is finna bring peace, you know, to a nation, all right, that has normalized chaos and dysfunction, man. Okay? You know, there's a peace when you're not beefing with niggas, when you ain't, you know, you're being a dope boy, where you got to worry about niggas robbing you, the feds running in. You know, there's a peace, you know, that come, you know, when you lead, like when you lead that culture, man. You know, when you don't, you know, it's a weight lifted off you, man. Cause Yahweh Shai, man, come to me that are heavy laden and burdened. You know, cause his yoke is light, man. Because the Lord, all right, Yahweh Shai, you know, he breathes peace. Okay. Now this world, you know, is a persecution that comes from this world. But guess what? Ain't nothing like suffering for righteousness, man. That's an honor. Okay. And we understand there's a reward for that, man. But there's no reward for the streets, man. Okay. Every nigga had them same stories about what they used to have, man. You know, either nigga in jail, nigga in prison, or nigga, you know, is now, you know, a bum speaking about on what he used to have, man. Okay? So Lord will, you brothers, and you feel so edified till next time I say shalom.